Over the years, you've seen me shooting at squares, and I wanted to go a little bit more into detail about why I like this. You know, for years, I struggled with target panic. I really struggled with putting my pin on the target. I tried big pins, I tried small pins. Some certainly worked better than others, but one time I painted a square on a target to teach my family the importance of angled shots, and the squares allowed me to teach that point. So I put a square on the vital and I would turn the target to different angles, and then I would teach either Harry or Sharon where to aim at the square. So I would say, okay, elevated, if you're wanting to pass through what I would call the square core of the vitals, for elevated, where are we gonna aim? Top of the square. If the target was above us and we were on the ground and I put it on a little bit of a slope, like sometimes when you're hunting on water, you're gonna aim a little bit at the bottom of it. Quartering shots, quartering away, they would aim at the back of the square. And this was teaching them the importance of passing through and where to aim. There's such great tools for that still. However, what I started to learn when I would practice on these targets that I had at the house was that I had so much better acceptance of my pin movement, because I struggled with target panic for years and years, long before the silverbacks came out. And honestly, I really think it relates to a round pin and a round dot, and trying to go perfect eclipse, covering something round with round. When I started aiming at these squares with my round pin, I was totally able to accept this moving around the round, literally round peg, square hole, moving around in there, and I just started to accept it. So what do? I come out, I take masking tape, I mark, honestly, I mark where I feel like I should be aiming on these targets, because not every target has a core or a 12 ring, really where you want to be placing an arrow as a bow hunter. So I would box that off according to what I thought, looking at that silhouette, so that my mind would start to understand where my pin should be on a silhouette. And if my pin is moving around within a square, I could just totally embrace that. I could accept the float better. So I came out here today and I masked off these targets behind me. I put out an awesome range for practicing for the summer, and as you can see here, this thing is looking quite nice. So round pin on the square, I'm able to just pretend like I'm playing Pong, bouncing off any of the corners, and I'm fine. When I use the circles on circles, I always had a little bit of struggle with that. This has worked flawless. Works great for, again, angles, shooting from elevated, top of the square, elevated quartering away, back corner, quartering to me, I'm on the ground, bottom corner. These were all things I taught the kids, taught the wife. And once I started practicing on these, I realized these things help me make better shots.